5, 4, 3, 2, 1. FBI, open up!
Hi everyone. Sorry for the unconventional uh, startup. I hope everyone is okay. Um, I've got with me Swing the Hammer. Say hi.
Hello, everybody.
Now, before we get started, I'd like just to ask everyone in the chat if the sound is coming out right, if there's anything wrong with it, just in case anything is bad, just let us know. And now it's the wait time. Audio is good. Sounds great. Perfect. Wonderful. All right. So, what do you guys think of my background, by the way?
On that middle branch, that's not an ape, right? What is that?
That well depends. If it's on the top branch, is a pterodactyl. If it's
Right.
the moving thing, it's kind of an ape. It's just
Looks different.
it's a clip I took. It's an animated clip, so I can turn on and off at will. But I just thought there's nothing moving in the screen, so we might as well just have something there.
Oh, absolutely. I do love the that beautiful fake moon in the background because we know it's just a plasma reflection.
Yeah. Is it? I thought it was a plate in the sky or a balloon or something like that.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, it depends on which flat earther you ask.
Yeah, it's like the sun, isn't it? It can be.
Oh, yes.
It can be a portal to another dimension. Or it's just a ball of fire that needs oxygen. Apparently, according to someone, I can't remember who it was. Oh yeah, it was JM, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, there is no oxygen in space. How can the sun be burning? Yeah, that's it.
Gary Donnelly, no. It's the moon that's from the Grand Canyon, dug out by giants.
Oh yeah. Sorry, it was dug out, melted by the giants, then put on the sky to mock us. That's
for worshiping the sun, which that part doesn't even make any sense. Mock us? How is that mocking us? I just don't get it.
I don't know. So, all right. Let me see. What should I? Oh,
Hello, Daniel Pratt's water heater.
Let me just do something here that I should have done a long time ago. Or I can just leave it as is. Filters. Yeah, I'll do it next time. For now, they can see all my tabs and everything. Only you cannot, but it's just for convenience, basically. So they can see that I'm on the JM website where he's got his wonderful site. As you can see, the links, you can see them perfectly and what's not. And I was looking at something here. I think it was the project. And I got a bit baffled because, look, English is my second language, and Swing the Hammer, you're American, he's American, so you probably understand each other a little better. I don't know if you can see what I see right now, but can you read me that? And especially this little bit.
Sure. Let's start with the No-Till Gardening Micro to Macro documentary. This is a documentary showcasing no-till gardening and how we can change our potentially dramatically improve our agriculture on a micro to macro level. I need to reread that sentence.
That's what I want.
This is a documentary showcasing no-till gardening and how we can change our potentially dramatically improve our agriculture.
Yes.
Did a 12-year-old write that?
See, I think I know what's going on here. You know, when you start a sentence and you start writing, and halfway through you think, nah, I'll better write it a bit different. But
yeah,
he didn't delete what he wrote initially. He just went on.
Clearly.
I didn't capture anything else. This was just something I just caught on the corner of my eye. I don't know if there's more or not, but it wouldn't be him.
Well, totally. But in the next sentence, in this documentary, we show, I don't really think there should be a comma after that, but we show the benefits of no-till gardening can be incredible, or can be an incredible benefit. We show the benefits of how no-till gardening can be an incredible benefit. That's how we should have worded that.
Yeah, Justin Franks is saying that, where it says our potential, it could potentially be or. So how we can change or potentially dramatically improve. Why do adjectives? It doesn't make sense. But if you switch our with or, it makes a bit more sense.
A little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit. Okay.
Really, it should be how we can change and dramatically improve our agriculture.
Mm-hmm. On a micro to macro level.
MC Toon, welcome to the stream.
Oh, MC Toon, how are you doing, mate? I owe a lot to MC Toon. He went to the Flat Earth, what's it called? That gathering. The conference. Yeah, the conference they had last year, wearing my shirt. So wearing a Rider of Dinosaurs shirt, the same one I'm wearing right now, but no one can see because I'm not ready for a face reveal.
Well, I would just like to say I gotta thank MC Toon because the links that you provide on your website, mctoon.net, everybody, have been so helpful whenever I school flat earthers on Twitter. I just link them to your website, and I have yet to get a valid rebuttal on any of them.
mctoon.net. Oh, here we are.
Yeah. Particularly /R, which shows radius of the Earth measurements.
/R, you mean?
Forward slash. // it's all slash.
Yeah, well, slash is someone else. All right. let's not badmouth slash, okay? Or else
I will look for you. I will find you. And I will kill you.
All right.
Noted.
They say, the chat is lively today. I'm not used to this anymore. It's been it's been a while since I did a live stream, and I'm not used to all of this chat. / is him imitating Michael Jackson. Actually, / is him imitating Michael Jackson. That lean that he does to the front, and I don't know how he did it.
Yes.
Magnets probably, or something like that.
Well, actually, no. So they actually showed it in a documentary. Basically, his shoes and the dancers that were on stage with him, they had a special hole in the bottom of the shoe.
Oh.
And basically a nail, not like a sharp nail, but something would come out where basically their feet would be stationed into the stage and couldn't move, which would allow them to lean forward like that. They were actually being propped up that way.
Okay, that's cool. That's really cool. All right, so we're off the course already.
We were never on course.
This is why I never plan any live streams, honestly, because I had some talking topics that I want to just bounce around with you, and just like flat Earth. Let's start. Let me ask a question. I think it's been asked 1,000 times, but not on my place, so not on my channel. So let me ask: is flat Earth dead?
No.
Why not?
Well, I mean, it depends. It depends on what you mean by is flat Earth dead. Because, and I've been thinking about this a lot lately, because whenever I'm on Twitter, I'm only on there just to poke fun at conspiracy theorists in general. And there's still plenty of people saying, that they believe the Earth is flat. And they always fall in line with other conspiracies like the whole 5G hoopla and all that other garbage.
Yeah.
And people are taking that seriously to the point they're not wearing masks, they're not social distancing, they're not vaccinating their children, they're destroying 5G towers.
Hmm.
So I mean, clearly those people take these conspiracies seriously. So if they're also going to say that the Earth is flat, why wouldn't you believe them?
Yeah.
I mean, it may not be flat Earth may not be to a point where we have to worry about people teaching it in school, but it's still definitely it's out there and people are falling for it whether or not they have evidence to support it.
Yeah. Lily tried, or would you call it leaky?
Leaking warrior.
Leaking Warrior. Leaking Warrior did try that. I think it was sometime last year. I don't know, with the COVID and everything. My perception of time is completely screwed.
Yeah, it was the thesis that he submitted to
Yeah.
whatever school he was going
Uh-huh.
to argue for a law. That thesis is what got like secured his win for the DFOTY.
Yeah. But I was really, really sorry that JM didn't win that one, especially with the mess up at the end of the year with the breakup with Shelley and, the flat earth drama. I honestly
Oh,
I honestly wanted him to win because I felt he was going away. And yeah, I just wanted him to go with a bang, with an award.
oh, absolutely.
Not these awards that his official selection Cinema Lab V2. There was one I actually called. It was me and was JL Warren. We called him on it, and he got really, really angry. This one from
I remember that.
Flick Flair. He said he had the official selection, but then JL Warren actually got in touch with him properly. Not like me. I just posted a comment, and he replied all angry as JM does, saying that he was selected for as a finalist. And then he said, "Well, but that's not what you have on your website. You said that you're an official selection, and the official selection is out, and you're nowhere in it." So in a way, he got forced to change it to finalist because that's what he was.
Yeah.
So let's see what's the chat. Okay, sometimes destroying. Yeah, I think there are 5G towers. Well, they're just destroying 4G towers that they think are 5G towers. Yes, they do, because how should I put it? They're idiots. They're idiots because there was a similar discussion when 4G was a thing. So when we moved from 3G to 4G. Back then I was not into this community as much. I was just just watching videos. I wasn't even creating my channel or anything. And basically there was not as much hassle about it. I think COVID just blew everything out of proportion. People at home bored to tears. I think they just grab these kind of things because some of these people, it's just something to spend their time on, so that they find something. So some people knit, some people build things, and others just falling into conspiracy theories. What do you think?
I mean, yeah. Not much else to say. And there's so many causes of the problem, because you can look at conspiracy theorists do have a point in how, like, the mainstream media does sensationalize certain stories and they'll report on one topic and not another topic, and there's lies and all that thing. So it becomes a boy who cried wolf. If you lie enough times, no one's ever going to believe you.
Yeah.
And now it's to the point that people like flat earthers, no matter what comes out in the news, you could see a news article about a friggin' puppy being saved in a fire and they'll think it's fake news.
Yeah, but it poisons the well. But it poisons the well both ways. I was looking at. I'm not gonna say which GoFundMe. It doesn't matter. But all these people, these grifters that I saw and I see from time to time, those fake emails with my child has a problem and blah blah blah, and I need money. How believable can we get? Can we actually go into these GoFundMe's and give out money? How sure are you that you're not filling someone's pocket and the whole thing is a scam to get money out of you?
You're absolutely right. I think that's a big reason why a lot of people don't contribute to GoFundMe's. Number one, I mean, you can only contribute so much money to so many, causes. But yeah, if you don't know the person personally, or at least like, hey, this is a friend of a friend, you don't know if that person's being genuine or not.
Yeah. Again, it all falls on the flat Earth thing, and not flat Earth per se, conspiracies. I can go select any GoFundMe and I can create a conspiracy behind it. That these are fake, and this and that, and I know people would believe it, and it's just maddening that these people just go nuts for these things. It's just like, I don't know, a drug for them. Flat Earth, you mentioned that when you go for flat Earth, you go for 5G and all these things. I think flat Earth is kind of the bottom of the barrel conspiracy, and everything else is on top of it. So when you reach that conspiracy theory like the flat Earth, you've gone through all the muck that's on top of it, and then you have to embrace all the other ones to get to flat Earth. And that's why you have the problems with the masks, the guys with the masks, the anti-masks guys, the anti-vaxxers, the breatharians. They're all put in one big bubble of conspiracies, but they're all harmful. I think that from all of them, flat Earth might be the less harmful one, apart from the destruction. Well, no, the flat Earth doesn't destroy a lot of things, as far as I'm aware, just minds. But but regarding, if you're a conspiracy theory like for the 4G, then you're destroying things. An anti-mask, you're putting people in risk, and it's just, honestly, I sometimes look at this and think, is this even real? Am I in a movie and these people are just, this is just a bad plot? Because it's unbelievable that in the 21st century we have idiots like this. Let's just lay it out there.
Well, yeah. And I'm going to quote a few people to bolster that claim. So first of all, Gary Donnelly, yes, conspiracy theorists, they basically get into this stuff because it makes them feel special, because they know a secret truth that the rest of the guys don't know, and that makes them feel special and smarter than everybody else in the room, when the reality is they're the stupidest person in the room. FTFE has said this many times, and I wholeheartedly believe this. He's called out guys like Try Thinking for basically engaging in child abuse by teaching their children about the flat Earth, because in order to believe that the Earth is flat, you have to believe that there is a global conspiracy. You have to believe that just about the entire global population is lying to you.
Yeah.
And that absolutely informs how you live your life. And obviously we're seeing the results. Just about every flat earther is also an anti-vaxxer, an anti-5G or 5G person, so on and so forth, etc. And as far as like the age of the internet, Joe Rogan has always said we have more access now to information than we've ever had in the history of mankind. But what he doesn't also add on is we now have access to more bullshit.
Oh yeah.
Than ever available before in mankind. Because for every website that's legitimate, that shares legitimate information, there's 10 websites that share just, dog crap.
Yeah.
And it gets to the point, it's like, well, how can I tell the difference anymore?
It's difficult, honestly. There are those that actually scream out to you, and you go and, oh yeah, this is crap. But then there's everything else, and I can see how some people can go and actually question. Look, let's take the anti-vaxxers for example. I
Okay.
I can understand mothers who know nothing about science on how science works. They hear someone like what's her name, Kate something, the ex-nurse, the toxic nurse.
Toxic nurse. I'm not sure if I'm familiar with her.
I'm sure someone in the chat will probably mention her name. She's a UK ex-nurse. She was.
MC Toon says Shema Rani. Is that who you're talking about?
Yeah. That's her. And if you put yourself in a mother's shoes who knows nothing about science and nothing about medicine, they see this person on Facebook, a video of her. She's a nurse. She was definitely a nurse, saying bad things about vaccines, saying it causes autism, it damages your child. You're a mother, you're a father, you don't know anything about it. And even though you might be skeptic, the more you hear it, it's just like in a cult. The more you listen to it, the more it starts to make sense because it's said with confidence. Okay, it's said. It's not like someone saying, and you can feel it in their voice, they're not being genuine. She's convincing. She can convince people easily. She can be charismatic.
Yes, charismatic is the word.
I think charismatic is the right word. And she can get two people, and to those people that they start questioning. We all know that vaccines have their own risk, and they prey on that. They prey on that. What if? It might be one chance in a million, but there's one chance. Your child might be it. And that's how I think she can get a lot of people on her side. And if you saw I don't want to swear on my channel. Honestly, I've already done it more than once today.
I will avoid using curse words.
I called a couple of people idiots. Well, it's not, but these people are not.
That's not a curse.
Yeah, but for me it is. These people, I don't blame these people, but at the same time, they should seek out proper information. Medical information, someone they actually trust, not someone on Facebook. Look, you don't know me, you've never seen my face ever. Few people in this community have. Very few people. FTFE is one of them. But if I dress up in a proper way, I can convince you, for example, if you never met me before, or I could convince. Maybe not you. You probably wouldn't be convinced. But I could convince someone.
The average Joe.
Yeah. I don't want to say the average Joe. It sounds bad. But someone on the fence, I could convince them that I'm knowledgeable. That if I say a couple of fancy words in my arguments, and I can even make things up, and I can convince people that what I'm saying is true, regardless of the bull it is, and I could get people behind me. And this is what's scary. These people are not being accountable. They're not being held accountable for this. And my with all of this, I know this is a rant. It's going everywhere. There's not a specific line of thought, but here's my problem: are these people, the Kate, Nathan Oakley, and all these people, are they accountable, or are we accountable for falling for their crap?
I think it's a little bit of both.
All right, let me ask another question then. Should we have, we as in a global community, not us UK, not you US, or any other, should we have these things, how should I put it, not policed and not policed, should these people face serious consequences for what they're doing?
Well, this is where we fall into the realm of dealing with freedom of speech, and violating freedom of speech laws. And that's where you really, really draw. You're tiptoeing across a very thin line, and
Yeah.
it's really hard to answer that question. I mean, at the end of the day, should it be, let's say, illegal to push the flat Earth nonsense? No, but we all, people like you and me, and obviously, the other content creators. I mean, I'm not a creator, but the other content creators like MC Toon, Glober Mom, FTFE have to continue pushing, sharing actual data, actual information, and the truth
Hmm.
to combat it. I mean, that's really all we can do, and that's the problem. Because with the exception of Simon Dan, I don't know if there's a single person in the debunking community that has subscribers in the six-figure count. Whereas on the flat Earth side, there's several people that have surpassed the 100,000 subscriber mark, or at least very close.
Yeah.
Because people in general naturally look for the opposing viewpoint. Most people that already think the Earth is a globe, well, they don't need to subscribe to YouTube channels for that, because it's only bolstering what they already know.
Hmm. That leads me. Well, someone's asking in the chat, but what if it damages people? So you're talking about freedom of speech. Fine, that's all fine and dandy. Although doesn't exist everywhere around the world. So the U.S. is not the world, as you know, or you should know. But here's the thing: taking that ideal, regardless of it's in the law or not, but taking that ideal, I think most people, most reasonable people think, yeah, that's a good point. Forget flat Earth and think about anti-vax conspiracies. Should they?
Yeah, it's dangerous.
So the question I think it is, when a conspiracy has consequences, serious consequences, health consequences, damaging consequences to people's lives, should they not be held accountable? The peoples that are actually spewing that. If I tell you, let me just try and make something completely outrageous there. All right, I can, without turning off the power, I can touch the electrical wires and I don't get a shock. And I'll make a video doing exactly that. I'll make some kind of magic and with a battery or something so I don't get a shock. And I'll show you. You. I can touch both wires and I don't get a shock, or something like that. Or I'll give you an even simpler example I just thought of. Some time ago, I saw a video on YouTube of a guy saying that you can charge your iPhone faster if you put it in the microwave. Now,
I think I saw that.
You should see the comment section for that. People blasting, normal, of course, but people that actually tried it. Mm-hmm. Now, I know this, again, it's a personal choice at the end of the day, but they were led by someone. Someone led them to do it because they were convincing enough to say, this is true. Now, I know it's partially, like I said, it's partially your fault for not verifying that information. But should the person...
Well, they verified it.
Well, they did. The worst way possible. But the person that's actually saying it, should they not be held accountable for it? How much freedom of speech is freedom of speech when you're actually damaging whatever it is of other people's lives? Could be health, could be material, whatever it is, you're damaging something in other people's lives.
Well, right. And this is where, I'm trying to think of it from a legality standpoint, because like, if you can prove, let's say, because I mentioned Jenny McCarthy before in the chat, because she was a big proponent of anti-vax a few years ago.
Jim Carrey, I think, is an anti-vaxxer as well.
Oh, damn it! I like Jim Carrey.
Yeah,
But anyways,
I was
well,
bummed too.
let's just use Jenny McCarthy, right? Let's say a mother of a newborn child sees something that Jenny McCarthy posted that convinces her, I'm not going to vaccinate my child, right?
Hmm.
The child gets the measles or something and dies, and we can prove it is because of Jenny McCarthy that this child, did not get the vaccinations that it needed. I think she can, and like lawsuits like that have been filed before to hold people accountable for spreading misinformation.
Hmm.
Where my concern comes into place is that the more you try to gag people, the more you try to silence people, the louder they become. If we were to all of a sudden make a law saying that it is illegal to talk about flat Earth, just throwing that as an
No, no,
example.
no, 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 definitely not. I get where you're coming from. Sorry to interrupt you. I get where you're
Yeah,
coming
yeah.
from. No, I agree with you with that. They should be able to talk about it, but consequences. You want to talk about anti-vax? Go ahead, my friend. But if we can prove, and this should be in the law, and I'll go to the law, especially the American law, in a couple of things. It will turn political for a little bit, but I'll steer away from it. I'll steer away from it. But it should state in the law that if you're spreading misinformation, you will be held accountable if anything happens. If I go out, if I go out into the street and try to convince people, saying, someone said bleach is good to fight coronavirus, and I convince people to do that, should I not be held accountable? Because I'm telling people it's okay, you can drink it, it will cure you from coronavirus.
I agree. I mean, people should be held accountable for that. I agree.
I should not be forbidden to say it, but I should be held accountable for the consequences of what I'm saying, if that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Of course, I know that the bleach thing came from the whole Trump thing and what's not, and
Injecting disinfectants.
yeah, and putting lights inside your body. That's some kinky stuff. That's not for this
Yeah, right.
channel, definitely. Maybe I have to create an after hours channel so we can talk about that kind of thing. Just going really quickly, dipping the toe in politics. A good example on working on, how should I put it? The United States does have a lot of laws, like every country, but in the case of the lame duck, the current lame duck, there's a lot of things that he's doing that no president has done, but it's not against the law, because it was always based on, how do you say it? It's always based on honor. So they would swear not to do it, but there's no law preventing it, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
And that's the problem with not having laws for it. Everyone might be outraged that he's doing it. The whole world could be outraged. But you guys have no laws on what he's doing, that it should be forbidden. So I think we've come to a point in our lives, as much as we hate to say it, or as Orwellian as you want to call it, we need the laws. Trump will be, or should be, an example of how people can take advantage of the system. He's a lot of things. He's an idiot. He's a lot of things. He doesn't know what he's talking about. But there's one thing he's good at. He's a good grifter.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen in the news that since he lost the election, so since it was declared for Joe Biden,
right,
he's been able to get $150 million out of donations. I'm sure you've received the email as well, haven't you?
I saw the news feed. Oh, the email? No. anything from Trump I would have blocked.
Yeah, I saw it on Twitter the other day. Someone received the email asking for money and to donate.
I
And
think BM Furball shared that on Twitter.
could be. I follow a lot of people on Twitter, and incredibly, a lot of people follow me. I don't know why, honestly. But at the end of the day, what he's doing, asking people for money the way he's doing, should be illegal because he's the president of the United States. He shouldn't be begging for money as the
I agree.
president. But it's not illegal, so he can do it. There's no consequences for it. Another thing, the pardons. There's talks of preemptive pardons for him, for Rudy Giuliani, and his gang. Should be forbidden.
For the record, I had no idea that was even a thing.
What the
Like preemptive pardons? Is that? I'm American, and I wasn't even aware that that's a possibility.
Well, there's a discussion about it, isn't it? I don't. It's kind of a first. No, I think it's a second. Who succeeded to Nixon? Was it Ford?
I can look that up real quick, but you might be right.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. The president that succeeded Nixon, pardoned Nixon with a preemptive pardon. So it doesn't matter what it did; it will just pardon him.
Yeah, it was Ford.
Yeah, it was Ford.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
So going on honor or anything, Trump should be they won't be able to do anything to him. I'm sure of it. But it should be used as an example of which holes to cover in the law, so no other president can do what's been done.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying he did anything illegal, because he didn't. Everything apart from a couple of things that he breached. Mr. Andret, preemptive pardon of his kids. Oh, he probably will pardon the whole administration. Regardless, doesn't matter. It's just this idea of pardoning before the crimes are even committed or even indicted. So it's just mental.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I mean, you're basically admitting, hey, these people did commit crimes.
Yeah, because if you need a pardon for something you did, and it's not been discovered yet, basically. But let's get away from the Trump could be a whole live stream.
That's a dangerous rabbit hole to go down.
I know we have in the community people who are Trump supporters. They've been having a bit of a rough time with people distancing from themselves. I'm trying to keep an open mind, but I having to not talk about it, not talk about the elephant in the room, and it's not a joke on his size. It's just the whole situation that's going on in the U.S. It's always a bit difficult when you kind of self-impose a taboo. It's weird. It's weird. But again, going back to conspiracies. All right.
Let's do it.
I had a list, but I lost that list. I'm sure I lost the list. Let me see if I can get sticky notes. I'm sure I had it in my sticky notes somewhere. All right. So, following that question that if flat Earth is dead, you said no, it's not dead. My question was a bit more towards the flat Earth community actually growing, or is it more or less the same size and they just think it's growing?
From my perspective, I honestly am not. I'm sorry, you were going to say something?
No, sorry. I was just saying, in your perspective, of course. I'm asking you the question, so it has to be from your perspective.
Well, right. Well, all I'm saying is that from where I'm sitting, I'm honestly not sure if it is growing or not. Um, I'm actually curious what people like MC Toon would have to say about it, considering he regularly debates flat earthers and is probably gets more messages than I do regarding the topic. What his take on that would be.
Actually, that might be a good idea. Let me see if I can reach him. Hello. Let me see if I can get him to join our chat, and if he doesn't break our or my voice settings.
That'd be cool. Well, while you're trying to set that up, I will say this. I think one of the reasons that people are saying or questioning whether or not flat Earth is dead is simply because they truly have run out of arguments. There's nothing new within the flat Earth movement as far as like, oh, here's some new information to bolster our side. MC Toon is working, but he can comment, so unfortunately he cannot join us.
Oh, that's too bad.
And that's one thing that I've noticed myself. I joined Twitter in the beginning of the year, like I said, just to troll conspiracy theorists. And within the first couple months, every argument there is to support flat Earth, I've heard.
Yeah,
I'm not hearing anything new.
But that's the thing. Even last year, when we were, when I started and everything, what they were saying was not new. Yeah, there was the occasional thing here and there. The what was it called? The angle of attack.
Yeah, and then the black swan.
The angle of attack, for anyone who actually wants to know, has nothing to do with flat Earth. It has to do with flight. So as it's easy for anyone who actually wants to who wants to check. It doesn't take long to find out what an angle of attack is. There's nothing of angle of attack associated with flat Earth anywhere. It has
well, what are flat earthers saying regarding angle of attack?
It was mainly Oakley saying that, to explain why the boats disappear bottom up. So he kind of came up with this thing that he called the angle of attack that he pulled out of somewhere.
So in other words, he was basically trying to dress up perspective and was hoping no one would notice.
He was trying to create his perspective, where the how should I put it? If I recall correctly, because I haven't seen this in a long time, the angle of attack would explain that why you could see the top of the boat and then the bottom would just disappear because of a weird angle. The vision would do a kind of a bend, and things would it doesn't make sense, but it's flat Earth, and it's Oakley especially. Oakley, what that means. So anything Oakley says is
ridiculous.
But that's us. We all know that, right?
Oh yeah.
But at the end of the day, they don't come up with anything new, and anything new that actually came out was put down by the wonderful debunkers. I can't include myself in them. I just made fun of a lot of, mainly JM and a few other guys. I actually recently had one of the guys I made a video on comment on my channel, but I didn't give him a lot to I didn't give him rope. It's just it's pointless. One thing that has always surprised me, I see that everyone, even people with as 1,000 subscribers like myself, I haven't reached, and I doubt I will reach the 2K, but it doesn't matter. I'm comfortable where I am. But people with less subscribers than I have, they get a lot of flat earthers commenting on their videos. I barely get one. Get one. What I do get is my videos downvoted by one person. I don't know. Maybe I have a stalker that just downvotes the video, because all the downvotes are just one people downvoting all the time. It's just one, and I think he actually given up on a few of the videos that he didn't downvote. He or she. Robert Williams is asking if it's JM. No, I don't think it's JM. JM.
I was thinking that too.
No, I think GM has more things to do now. His grift has moved somewhere else. We'll talk about that in a minute, and I actually want you to comment on the video.
Oh, sure.
I think it will be fun for us to do kind of a live comment. It's not a flat Earth video, but it doesn't matter. It's JM. It's always fun.
I would just like to say, Toon, thank you for your insight as far as the community is essentially the same size, but they're retreating into alternative platforms.
Oh, yes.
Which is going to hinder their ability to grow.
Yeah, like that parlay thing, isn't it? I think it's called parlay.
Yeah. Oh, Parler.
Yes, Parler. That's where all this conspiracy. So if they were already a bubble, that's a bubble within a bubble.
Yeah.
Now, an interesting question about the globe Earth community. Are we a bubble?
In what way?
So, most of us, or most of the creators and people who follow the creators, so most of the creators have Discord channels or Discord servers, and a lot of people who watch go to those channels and talk about it. Are we not creating a bubble ourselves? An echo chamber, if you will.
I would say no, because I think an echo chamber, the whole point of the term echo chamber is that you don't allow new / contradictory information in. Mm-hmm. Whereas the debunking community is very anti that. If new information, like I actually just saw an article, I think I saw it yesterday, the day before, where a new study from Japan showed that the Earth is moving through space like 7 kilometers per second faster than what we originally thought. You know, nobody's gonna argue with that. We're gonna accept the new information as it comes in, mm-hmm. if it can be backed up and there's evidence to support it. Yeah. So I think that's the opposite of an echo chamber.
Okay. Yeah, because you're right. If we think correctly, yeah, we're open to get people, actual serious people discussing the issue. I myself have no patience for trolls. If I notice someone's actually a troll, I just give up on them. They can go and mm-hmm. they can declare they won and what's not. I don't care. But if someone actually wants to discuss it, although I'm not a debater. You guys know that I'm not a debater. I'm just a guy who finds ridicule things and just point out and laugh, and that's what I do. That's the whole thing. That's my old shtick. But I'm still able to debate a little bit on the private side. I would never be able to do it on the channel. I like to mm-hmm. prepare myself a lot and or have time to look things up, which on the live stream doesn't give you a lot of that opportunity. I'm okay with people reaching out if they want to talk to me, and if I have the time, I'll talk to them about whatever they want to talk, and they can expose their ideas, as long as they're not a troll. If they're a troll, again, I'll just put them aside. But I'm happy to talk to someone with different ideas, and I think most of the community is like that. So yeah, in a way, I think we're not a bubble. At least we're not a closed bubble. Our bubble allows people in and out. But in a way, it's still a bubble because we talk to each other when we have our little group. It's us and them. So in a way, I think it's a bubble because of that, because it's us against them and them against us.
I mean, if you want to look at it from that perspective, then I see what you're getting at. But it's still, I would definitely never call the debunking community an echo chamber, because that is, you know, the antithesis
Yeah.
of what being a debunker is.
Yeah, more of a bubble than an echo chamber, or a niche, if you want to
I mean,
use that
and
word.
Thompson is open about it. If you try to join Nathan Thompson's newest, you know, Flat Earth Facebook group, he flat out says, if you try to preach the globe Earth on any level, we're automatically blocking you.
Oh yeah.
Whereas if you go to, you know, your Discord or MC Tunes Discord and you try to push Flat Earth, you're going to be met with, okay, where's your evidence?
Yeah. Because
those are two different mindsets.
That's definitely the first question. Where is your evidence? Or else, if they have no evidence, it's just
blah 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 blah
and nothing else. This is actually a very famous one. One of my Patreons, actually, I think it was it Robert? I can't remember who it was. Some time ago, actually emailed me saying that their kid was having lots of fun because I created this button on something called my instance. That's what I'm using for these sounds. And the kid was playing with this
blah 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 blah
a lot, and I was having a lot of fun. I've got a whole number of buttons here. It's just,
you will respect my authority.
It's fun to play with this.
I gotta say now, next time, the next video you do, if you're covering a flat earther who just goes on, you know, a rant, you got to add that blah 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 in there.
I will.
Yes. Shall we move on to this review?
Yeah, let's move on to it, and let's take one or two questions from the chat maybe before we get started. Before we start.
Sure, why not?
All right, so guys from the chat, I'm sorry I haven't actually looked properly at the chat. I've glanced at it a couple of times, but not enough. So you guys have a question for me or for Swing the Hammer, or anything you guys would like to ask? And there's silence.
Well, hopefully some people are typing up.
Yeah.
Mr. Andrat, laugh at the wrong meme on Thompson's group, get banned.
Mr. Andrat, since you know about his group, how many members does it have? Because his previous group had over 100,000 subscribers or members, but how many are they now? I'm sure they'll get a good number though.
Around 3K, says Glober Mom.
3Ks. 3Ks is very far from 145,000, I think it was.
Yeah. I thought it would be higher, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, I thought it would be a lot higher, but what was it they was playing around with this not too long ago? Oh yeah, now he's got a gun and everything and making threats of shooting people down. That's another thing.
Whew, don't get me started on that.
Yeah. Okay, so Robert Williams says, if a train is moving east from St. Louis at 60 miles per hour, how many cheese sandwiches will the conductor eat during the trip?
The answer is 10 to the negative 17.
Oh, God.
Not today, Satan. Not today.
There's a you know the clip you can add for that little your sound bites. You got to get a clip when Stephen Colbert shouts science.
I'm always looking for new video clips, to be honest. I don't want to bore people with the same ones over and over again. There are the classic ones, the one with the buzzer from Family Feud. Not Family Feud, it's called? I can't remember.
Play the buzzer, let me hear it.
I don't have it as a buzzer. I have it as a video clip, but that's in my video editor.
Gotcha.
It says, what does it say? Our service says, then you hear the buzzer.
Excuse me. Yes, that's Family Feud.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, Simon then used to use that a lot, or I don't know if he still uses it, but...
Yeah, he does. I think he still does.
Yeah, that's one of the classics, and the face palm from is it Airplane or something like that from
Yeah.
yeah, that's another one. It's a classic one.
What you just said is the most idiotic thing I have ever heard.
Oh, that one is
I award
brilliant.
you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
I love that insult, but as I told you before we started the chat, and allow me a few seconds, this is another of my favorite insults.
I fart in your general direction. Your mother was a hamster, and your father smelt of elderberry.
That is a good one.
Oh, I think I found the buzzer. There we go.
Yep, that's Family Feud. And speaking of buzzards and bad answers, how about this review?
All right, let's get started.
Let's watch this.
I hope I don't get copyright strike with the music, but let me see. He didn't get it, so I'm hoping he used a free.
Yeah, I assume he used the free music off of YouTube.
Hopefully. Why does he keep going to this? I'm sorry, I stopped already. Why does he keep going to Mullet Boy on every video? This is not a real. This is supposed to be a review, right? So
yes.
Why this?
So for people in the chat who might not have seen this yet, this was just posted today on JM's YouTube channel for Sellway Studios, his video project YouTube channel. And it's a review of a wireless microphone for video capture. And he's starting off this video, which is a review of a product, with footage and audio that has nothing to do with the product he's reviewing.
Yeah, this was actually filmed last year when he was doing the Plain Truth, I think it was called. I forgot already.
Yeah, the Plain Truth.
Yeah, that's it. So let's just continue.
Action in 5, 4, 3.
So he's showcasing. Let me just lower this a little bit. He's showcasing his filming skills for a product review. The context is completely wrong. The product is doing it's a wireless mic, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll just if you'll allow me, I'll just skip this part.
Yeah, because it's literally useless.
Yeah, it's a 1 minute and 8 seconds of uselessness. But it's 11 minutes.
Hi guys, Joshua Michael here at Sellway Studios.
Is it me? He sounds a bit weird. Like he's got something in his mouth. Like, I don't know. You know when you know people that put in that tongue pierce, and they start sounding a little bit different when they talk.
Yeah, like they have, like their mouth is full.
Yeah, listen to him.
Hi guys, Joshua Michael here at Sellway Studios. I thought I'd take a moment and share with you my review.
Am I right or am I wrong?
I mean, it's hard to tell with JM since he's so bad at a bad audio mix, or he just needs to swallow his saliva.
Probably.
Of the RoD Wireless Go system. I just purchased it a few days ago.
Robert Williams' first minute of the mic review has zero intelligible audio. That's why it makes no sense. I mean, I can say personally, I've watched professionally made reviews for like guitar products because I'm a former musician. And, you know, you might have your quick intro video for that channel, and then you get right into the nitty gritty of the product itself. Right now, we're at a minute and 22 seconds. We haven't even seen the product yet.
You know what I would have done differently? I would just introduce the studio, introduce the product, and then show the other video, you know, the initial clip of potential applications. You can use it here as a hidden microphone in the clothes, so it can capture the product, can capture the actor's voice better, or something like that.
Yep. I agree.
Okay, let's go.
I'm super excited about it. It seems to be a phenomenal piece of equipment, and I believe it'll replace wireless mic systems and lav systems across the board.
What is this? He's got a slider. He's using it. Why? There's no reason. I don't know if it's called slider or what's not, but you know what I mean, right?
Well, yeah.
First of all, he's not looking at the camera. He's looking somewhere else. He does that a lot. And let me just jump back just a little bit, and so I can show you the whole effect. Sorry, I kind of jumped the gun on this one.
Wireless mic systems and lav systems across the board. It's just that phenomenal. So anyway, let's take a look at it.
Makes no sense. Why?
It slid for 2 inches and that was it. I think he really just wanted to use it.
Yeah. I think he says, "Oh, I've got this equipment here," and in his mind, in his masters of science mind, he was, it might look cool. Well, here's the thing: it doesn't. The same thing that all those icons on that screen doesn't look cool, even if you arrange them around the mountains like he did. It doesn't look cool. That doesn't look cool. That looks horrible. And it look. I shouldn't say anything, but at least I'm not showing my screen. I've got a few, but not as many as he does, honestly.
Well, I'm not going to criticize for how the desktop looks as far as all the icons. I mean, whatever. That's arbitrary. But yeah, throwing in a second camera angle when he's just doing a review makes no sense. Having on a slider makes zero sense.
Mm-hmm.
And I mentioned this in Discord earlier today, but he started this off by saying that he only got this thing a few days ago. Well, then, dude, you've barely used it. Why are you doing a review?
Let's continue.
It's one thing to do an unboxing and first impressions, but to do a full-on review.
Yeah, definitely. And he's already saying, he said it in the beginning, he's already saying that it's going to replace all the wireless mics out there. So, his time, does he live in a time bubble where the time passes faster for him than for us? Then, I don't know, an hour for us is a week for him or something like that?
Yeah.
Let's continue.
So...
I want to use this.
Look at the top of his head.
Oh, man.
I'm sorry, I had to use that. Okay.
First, it comes in this cool pouch, and it comes as 2 individual pieces. You have the receiver and the transmitter.
He's not wrong.
Or the microphone and the receiver.
Yeah, it's... okay.
Let's talk first about the microphone. The microphone is really small.
Now, what's wrong with this? It's all blurry, isn't it?
So here is what a professional video maker would have done. And again, I'm going off of like other reviews I've watched of other products on YouTube from other creators who don't have video degrees, JM. Instead of holding the product in front of the camera, why don't you now cut to the B-roll of a zoomed in shot of the item, on your desk or something?
Exactly. And even me, I don't have any education in video editing or anything, but I think I do well enough. And that was in the back of my mind straight away as soon as I saw this. Why not cut to the product itself? But it's JM.
As you can
Very
see,
close up. Use a JPEG.
Look, even a JPEG. He's right. Even a JPEG would be a good idea instead of a blurry. Look, the
microphone is really small.
It's a blurry image. It's showing nothing.
Yes, exactly.
You can read RoD. That's it. I think it's RoD, isn't it? Yeah, RoD.
I'm not sure since it's blurry.
Yeah.
as you can see. But it's really, really cool. I'm going to do, at the end of this video, I'm going to do a live test for you. And we will actually even hook this up so you can see what the audio sounds like.
So he's going to do a live test, but he's also going to hook it up so we can see how it sounds like. Redundancy, anyone?
Although we do have to give him some credit. If you notice, the title of this video, Cellway Studios RoD Wireless Go Review, is not spelled wrong.
No, it's not. And I was really surprised. Let me see. I actually haven't looked at that. Done by Joshua. I actually wrote his name right this time.
There's a quote. This was a very cool product, Joshua.
I knew he had to do something. He loves to quote himself.
RoD should put that on their packaging. You know how like books always have in the back, an amazing read, yada yada.
Yeah,
RoD should put that in the packaging. This was a very cool product.
Or when movies come out and you see the comments from the critics and what's not. But he's doing it on his own channel, and as you can see, I downvoted that. I don't. But he loves to comment himself. Look, this just a quick detour. Regardless of what he's saying, he's quoting himself. So it's not something that it's unusual for JM. So let's continue.
Very true.
But what's really...
Oh, wait a minute. Someone's saying RoD is spelled wrong. MC Toon, it's saying RoD is spelled wrong. And I think it is because...
Wait, is the product... How is it spelled?
It's with an... Look at the O.
Oh, it's one of those special O's.
You can use a computer 0 as a... Yeah, it's one of those special O's. But yeah, at the same time, I don't know if I would use that as on a title. They don't definitely use it on their website, on the name at least. So I'll give them a pass on that one.
Yeah, I agree.
What's really cool about this
Toon is technically correct.
Sorry.
I was just saying Toon is technically correct.
Yeah, he's technically correct. But I think we can give him a pass on this one. Doesn't get many, but it's one.
Phone system. And I have, in other videos, clipped it to my shirt to wear it as the mic, just as a test to see how well it works, and it does a phenomenal job.
Okay, someone just... Oh, Bella Charge, a super chat. What's up? I can't say the word. Yay Rider. Livestream winner, chicken dinner.
Getting that chicken dinner.
Wait a minute. I had something ready. Oh my god, I hate myself. I had something ready in case this happened. There we go.
Here comes the money. Here comes the money.
Boring.
No, I don't want to play the whole clip. Because it might get copyright strike, it's horrible.
Yeah.
Just even small clips.
Right now I have my lav mic on and I'm hardwired into the camera, but I will be showing you this, and we'll turn it on so you can hear it, and we'll...
Now, if you look back here, a good way of actually showing the product would have been using it straight away instead of using that little microphone that he has already. He could be using the product, couldn't he?
Yep.
But I will...
Yeah. I mean, for a microphone, there's no better way to give a review than to freaking use it.
Yeah, definitely. Let me just thank Bella Charge for his $5 New Zealand dollars. I think that's what they called. Please don't ask me. Yeah, it's New Zealand dollars. Thank you very much. He's already my Patreon, so it's very generous of him. So thank you very much. Let's continue.
Showing you this, and we'll turn it on so you can hear it, and we'll just switch over to the RoD system here in a second. So it has two indicator lights. One is the battery light and the other is a link light. And you can allegedly run 8 different units.
It's not good when you use the word allegedly when you're reviewing a product, isn't it?
I can't get past the fact that he's pointing to the damn thing and you can't see it.
Yeah. He's just putting his finger there. That's another one. Yeah, that's a good one. He's actually putting his finger there. There's one light for this and one light for that. And you can allegedly use up to 8. But so that's one problem. That we don't see what he's talking about. The second, using the word allegedly. If I were RoD, I wouldn't want this review. He could say how do you say it? Oh God, I forgot how you say it. The manufacturer says you can use up to 8 microphones. That would cover his bases. Even if it didn't work with 8, the manufacturer says it does. So yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Anyway, and we're just 2 minutes 52 in, and we have all these comments. So it's gonna take time.
I think we'll be here for another hour if we go through the whole video.
No, we might skip a couple of things, especially with...
Okay.
Without any interference from the other unit. So that's really, really cool. You have a jack here for your lav mic. If you want to hardwire into the microphone system and use it as a transmitter, you can do that too. So
wait, so a microphone can be used as a transmitter? I get it. I think I get it. But again, it's ridiculous. Let's go on.
So we will show you both of those when we get there. So that's the microphone system. Also on the side here, you have the USB-C charging port and the on-off power button. My favorite part of this whole system is that RoD went out of its way to build the clip the same size as the hot shoe receiver. So the receiver on top of the camera that you put other microphones into the hot shoe, this actually fits right on top of that camera. And
oh
boy, I'd love to see footage of this alleged hot shoe on top of the camera so I would know what he was talking about.
But let me thank Robert Williams for his $1.99. Thank you very much. He has the right exposure. This is a big step. I would disagree with that. If you look at the wall behind the monitor, I think it's still a bit bright, but he's getting there. And the coloring is just horrible. It's just super red. If you actually look, the whole scene looks reddish. So yeah, there's a bit of color working, but he's getting it a bit better. It doesn't look as sucky as normal. But Robert Williams said thank you for the super chat. Let's continue.
That's it. It clips right onto the hot shoe. So that's really cool that RoD was that far thinking in advance to do that with their clips on their unit. So that was cool.
And there goes the slider.
The other one is the receiver. And again, you have your USB 2 port.
Where's this USB port? It's just pointing at a box. It could be a matchbox, a matchstick box. We don't see anything.
You have your jack to hardwire into the camera, and then you have your on and off button. You have your decibel button and your link button. Now your decibels, the RoD will do negative, I believe it's negative 12 to positive 12. And so you can jump between decibels based on what your camera likes the best. For example,
does that make any sense to anyone who's listening to this and knows a little bit about microphones? Because it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, wait. I was only paying half attention. What was he saying? You can make your decibels. What did he say?
Let me just jump back a little bit.
I need all the decibels.
No, he says that the product has from minus 12 to 12. I don't know how you can get minus 12 decibels.
Minus 12 dB to plus 12 dB. I don't know. I mean, I'm a little familiar with audio engineering, but not that much.
Yeah, I was going to ask you. You said you were a former musician, so you should know all of this. All of
Hey,
it.
I listen. I played bass guitar. I was not the recording engineer.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. Actually, I recorded an album. I'll send you a link to it later.
Oh, yes, please do. Please do. Robert Williams is saying it's stupid. It's a stupid way to phrase it, but it can do plus 12 minus 12 dB. Oh, amp up and drop it down. Okay, now I get it.
Negative 12 to positive 12. And so you can jump between decibels based on what your camera likes the best. For example, my camera likes the negative 12 setting for decibels, and it gives you more range for editing in post. So, but you can set the decibel level that you prefer, the decibel frequency that you prefer for your camera.
Wait, did he say the decibel frequency? No, sorry, I'm horrible. I'm gonna have to go back a little bit, but the music is a bit loud, so he got that.
Don't get me started with JM and frequencies, please.
So let's just hear that last bit.
Set the decibel level that you prefer, the decibel frequency that you prefer.
The decibel frequency that you prefer. That's what he said.
That's not accurate terminology.
No.
Although if that can adjust the decibel range, I wonder if he's having lighting issues if he'll hit that button.
Well, he's already having audio issues. Look, the music is overwhelming. You can. I'm wearing headphones, and that's the only way I can hear him. Because if I was on speakers, I doubt I could hear his voice properly. It's just mental. He needs a lot of work
For your camera. So that was really cool also that RoD allows you to adjust that within the system. So that's cool. I'm gonna now plug in the
Did he just do a jump cut?
Go back.
RoD allows you to adjust that within the system. So that's cool. I'm gonna now.
Yep. Yes, he did. He bounced back. Let me see. I'm reversing. Yeah, it's. Can you see it?
I mean, jump cuts are fine. I've seen those plenty as long as like it's done well.
Yeah,
it's driving me crazy that literally nothing about this video is done professionally. There should be B-roll footage. We should be seeing close-up shots of the product.
Yeah,
and he should be reading off a script. When you're doing a professional review, you should have a written out script of what you're going to say. Here's the features of the product. Here's what I like about it. So that way you don't hear a bunch of
Yeah. So that's the difference between my live streams and my videos. I think that I don't do a lot of hums on my on my videos. I do it on the live stream because I'm thinking and I'm translating from a different language into English at the same time. So I'm multitasking. And sometimes, of course, the brain doesn't work properly, not to the point to speak eloquently. But let's continue. I like this image somewhat, the open mouth and everything. That rag on his head is just beautiful.
I'm gonna now plug in the components so you can hear what it sounds like with the RoD system plugged in. So when I get back, we'll be all plugged in.
Slider.
So we are all plugged in now.
I have not edited the audio so you can hear the raw sound. Thank you.
Sound that you're hearing is coming from the RoD wireless microphone system, and just
the microphone system.
There's no lav mic.
Wait, let it go for a solid 10 or 15 seconds.
All right.
RoD wireless microphone system, and just there's no lav mic plugged in. It's just the onboard microphone, which, as you can tell, is phenomenal. So before I switch over to the lav mic, I want to finish showing you all the components that come with the wireless Go system. So also with the kit is a...
Okay. My brain hurts.
Yeah. Why?
So I'm ignoring the part where he was stumbling, like it took him so long to say microphone, right?
Yeah.
I agree. The RoD mic system does sound better than the lavalier mic that he was using prior. So number one, he should have used it the entire time.
Yep.
And then you finish the review by saying, so how good does this thing sound? Well, I've been using it for this whole video.
Yep.
And then he finished that, before you pause, he finished that by saying, well, now I'm going to go back to the lavalier mic. Why?
Because it doesn't make any sense.
He just demonstrated that the RoD mic sounds better. Keep it on.
Yeah. It makes as much sense as that little 1 second or 2 second slide. It makes absolutely no sense. It actually sounded better, to be honest. He should have been using it the whole time. You're completely right.
Yeah, it was clearer.
Yeah. It doesn't sound as muffled. Look, I've got a crappy microphone. My voice might sound a bit muffled because I have settings for it. I could change them, but I think, in my opinion, my voice at least sounds better. Sounds better this way.
Well, your voice will look better if you turn it up. You need more frequencies.
Yeah, I need more frequencies.
Yeah, no, you're coming in clear. That's not a problem.
Yeah, but I almost
JM on the other hand.
Yeah, but the distance from the mic from my mouth is just a couple of inches.
The wireless Go system. So also with the kit is a jack system that goes from the receiver to the camera.
And this would be the perfect opportunity to show, even if it's a JPEG, of that he just said.
Jack, so it allows you to plug right into the camera. So that was really cool that RoD added that cable. These also are 2 USB-C cables, so you can plug into a USB to a USB-C.
USB Type C, as far as I'm aware, it's called. That's the name, if I'm not wrong. Please do correct
Yeah, but
me.
you can say USB-C. That's not an issue.
Okay.
On the unit and charge the unit if you're out and need to charge the unit. And they give you 2 cables, which was really cool. Thank you so much, RoD. That was an awesome little addition.
There are 2 devices, 2 wireless devices. Why shouldn't they have 2 charging cables? It's yeah. And he's talking in a way like they gave it to him and just him. It's not part of the package. The way he frames it, it's just like, oh, thank you very much for the extra cable. It doesn't say extra, but it's implied.
To have 2 cables instead of just 1, so that was really cool. Thanks. Then they also send you 2 caterpillars. So this fits right on top of the microphone. There's 2 holes and it just clips right on there. And if you need a windbreak protection, they give you the caterpillars and an extra caterpillar in case you lose the first one.
Okay, that's a bit more relevant. They give you an extra in case you lose one. All right, that's not as bad.
That was really cool. So
would love to see a demonstration.
Yeah, this is how it sounds without the caterpillar, and this is how it sounds with the caterpillar. Do you see the difference?
Or just just showing it being hooked up, like actually in use.
No, I was saying in a windy environment, so he could get a shot of even if he just had a bloody fan blowing air towards him. Say, this is how it sounds without the caterpillar.
Yeah.
And then plug it in, and this is how it sounds with the caterpillar. Again,
you're right.
It's a product demonstration, it's a product review.
Those are the components, and they're really small, about 1/3 of the size of a normal lav system, which is really cool because it's lightweight. And on my camera, on my gimbal, there's no shifting of weight. There's no, I have to rebalance the gimbal. So it's really cool because I can just plug and play.
Slide.
So RoD, that was an excellent product. I love it. I'm going to be purchasing more. In fact, we're going to do a short film as what I'm calling a promercial.
Oh, I missed those air quotes. He's coming up with new words, isn't it? The promercial. Oh, no.
I've been reduced to the type of laugh that I can't even get sound out.
Oh my God, it's just funny. Let's see let's continue. Let's just try and get to the whole thing without wasting a lot of promercial.
Okay.
It's a short film, a short action film actually, where we record all of the audio on the RoD Wireless Go. So that should be a lot of fun to do as well. So this is the lav mic plugged into the system, and this is what it sounds like with a...
Can you, you probably can't hear it, but there's a weird hum coming from the mic.
No, I can't.
When he switched to this studio mic or whatever you call it, sorry, I don't know the technical names. I could hear a hum. I can hear a hum on my headphones.
Well, I think what he did, the switch that he just did. So before he had the lavalier mic hardwired into his video camera, which was taking in the audio. Now he has the lavalier mic plugged into the wireless transmitter, so that he could walk away from the camera if he wanted to.
Oh, yeah.
And he's showing the difference in the audio quality through that.
Okay.
A lav mic plugged in. So I wanted to show you that. It's a little more hot than the actual mic on the system, which is interesting. So now we're going to go out and do our live test outside, direct line of sight test, so that you can see how far this will transmit. They say up to 200 or 300 feet. So we're going to put that to the test. Hey guys, so we're going to do...
I'm sorry. Is he pretending to be an elf? You know, the Santa's elf? My God.
This test of the RoD Wireless Go system. This is a line of sight system. I just did one, but every time I turned around, it cut out. I forgot it's a line of sight system. So anyway, so I'm going to walk backwards, and we're just going to see how far I can go before
you fall.
Before this cuts out.
If he trips, I will lose my
kind
shit.
Of a challenge, isn't it? So anyway, hey, if you haven't seen us, check us out at www.sellwaystudiosllc.com and hit that like button. Share us with friends. Give us a thumbs up.
Yeah, I didn't do that, but it's accurate.
So I got a project video, or update project video coming up here. And what else we got? We got a, well, the RoD Wireless Go review that you're watching right now. So I also have a Go Pack video that I'm doing showing about my my running gun kit, and I will just so that should be on the website as well, talking about all the equipment I have in my running gun kit or my Go kit, and so that should be a lot of fun too.
Why isn't that camera on a tripod?
Because he has to give his son a job.
Yeah, but his job could be just, you know, the camera is there on a tripod.
Make sure a car doesn't hit it.
Make sure it doesn't fall. That could be his job. Now, regarding the project itself, I just would like to see one thing. It sounds great, but it's crap, at least from my point of view, because if you turn away, it cuts off, then it's pointless. If it's a wireless microphone that you have to face the camera at all times or face the receiver at all times, it's crap. The
Yeah, that
actors,
doesn't even make too much sense.
the actors can't turn away. It's yeah. I think he's doing something wrong with the product.
I just also
Yeah, it
secured
doesn't make sense if he's out of frame. He's 250 feet away, but if he was 15 feet away and turned around, he would get cut off.
That's what he suggested, didn't he?
I've never seen a wireless system that does that.
Yeah, me neither. And if it's really wireless, it doesn't matter. But then again, it's JM, isn't it?
location for the security RoD video, and is that it? Still good?
Hey guys, so in conclusion, I was able to get about 250 to 300 feet with that RoD Wireless Go system, and I love it.
He changed shirts.
He changed everything, didn't he?
Yeah. Well, same trench coat as from outside, but
Oh
he's in
yeah,
a shirt and tie.
yeah, probably. He probably fell or something like that. They had to change it. But yeah, see now.
Ugly German truths. He told himself to upload it.
Now here's the thing: why didn't he put it inside the lapel, away? Because this way, it's just telling us that if anything blocks it, it won't get any sound. Because if you're inside the lapel and you can still hear it, see, you see, I'm using the system. It's invisible, and then it would turn the lapel, and yeah, you can see it here on this side. It's a wonderful product. Blah blah blah. It's just someone saying white head rag. Sorry, head.
I'm obviously wearing it on the outside now because this is a RoD Wireless Go review, but I would probably hide it at some
Okay,
in
my
another
bad.
shot.
My bad. I jumped the gun.
But I wanted you guys to be able to see it for this review. So anyway, I was able to get a fabulous road test, if I can call it that, and get about 250 to 300 feet uninterrupted, pretty much except when I had cars going by. But as long as the line of sight was clear, I had absolutely no problem with the audio reaching the receiver, which was awesome. So my review of this product is a phenomenal product. I can officially say I will be using it in a lot more of my productions. I would highly recommend picking up one of these or even multiple of these because it's just a phenomenal system. I hope you've enjoyed this review of the RoD Wireless Go system. Please feel free to visit us at www.
Yeah, let's just stop there. I hadn't seen that many cuts at the end. If I had to do that many cuts, I would just start over, not from the beginning, but from the first cut onwards. It's again, if you're trying to be professional, that's not professional. At least not in my point of view. As a viewer, it looks bad. It looks horrible. Probably he didn't use the product right. I'm almost sure if I just go through the products, wireless.
It's called the Wireless Go.
Wireless Go. It's not even here.
I googled it and it
Oh,
came
there
up
we go.
for sale.
There we go. Sorry, no, it was not here for the. See, this is a good demonstration of the product. See,
Yeah. What was that called? The shoe head or something? The top of the camera?
I don't know, honestly. Don't ask me technical, but don't ask me any technical questions. Omnidirectional condenser microphone is fine. It's digital wireless. That part of him turning around and not working is crap. Or he has it on his camera on a very weird place that blocks the signal.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't get. And from his perspective, from a director's standpoint, like you have a microphone that you can't turn around with.
He said it, not me.
Like, and you're going to give a positive review? It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it doesn't. Okay, up to 7 hours charge, super light. Pairs in 3 seconds. Up to 8 systems in one location. That's what he. Well, it isn't what he said. He said allegedly, something like that.
Yeah, he said allegedly.
Yeah, so it comes up with a pouch.
As far as wireless systems go, it is relatively inexpensive. So I don't know if it would be, top of the line as far as the quality that you get, but it is relatively inexpensive.
I haven't seen the price. Have you?
I Googled it. It's available on musician websites like Sweetwater for $200 American.
Yeah. So basically, as a review,
when I had a wireless system for my bass guitar, it cost me $600.
No, I get it. Specialized equipment costs money. Those cameras he has on the left side of the screen, not cameras. Sorry, the lenses.
Lenses.
Each one of them is very expensive, and unless he stole them from someone.
It's not theft when you buy it with someone else's money.
Allegedly. But yeah, as a product review goes, it sucks. They're the slides that make absolutely no sense. And he talks about the product points, but shows nothing. He might as well be holding a matchbox. There's no 15 views. He premiered, and the funny bit is, at the end of the premiere, there was absolutely not even a comment on the chat, which I think I can beat that at least. I can thank my beautiful viewers to at least I'm able to get some conversation going.
Well, he also hasn't really made an effort to build a following at all.
No, he thinks they fall from heaven.
I guess.
Remember that he's the father is the one guiding him, so probably the father will provide the followers. But at the end of the day, this is just JM in higher definition. He's trying to purge away the flat Earth thing, but I've seen his Facebook, and he's still peddling flat Earth on Facebook. He deleted his channel, or at least one of them, where he had the videos.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just got rid of it. It's just horrible. The likes and dislikes. 1-1 for JM. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, so
I don't know if JM can do that math.
No, JM can't do math. He can, well, as far as he can tell, that thing with the 10 to the negative 17. It's
He did learn his lesson. He does now say that it is a positive number.
Oh, does he? Well, he actually contradicted himself shortly after everyone started making fun of him. That he said that he calls it a negative number because it's on the decimal side.
It's still not negative.
No, it's not. It's a very
still bigger than 0, no matter how small it is.
Exactly. It's a very small number, but it's still bigger than 0.
Oh, and I just thought of this because we were talking about before the DFOTY awards. Riley's thesis from last year is what set him over the top and secured his victory, I truly believe, as far as winning 2019. However, in 2020 is when JM decided to go after Red's rhetoric and his rocket launches. And boy, oh boy, did that blow up in his face.
Yeah, that he had a little help from negative exponents.
And he fell for it hook, line, and sinker. That only makes him look stupider.
Yeah. You know that 20-second difference or whatever he was saying?
The discrepancy, yes.
Yeah, that came from negative exponents.
I know.
He passed himself as a flat earther, and he just trolled JM. And JM just took it and ran with it.
Yeah.
It didn't even check.
Well, I mean, that's the MO of a flat earther. They will believe whatever you tell them and not take any time to double check the information.
Yeah. Well, that's the MO of any conspiracy theorist.
True.
If you want to be more if you want to, how do you, oh God, my English is failing.
More specific.
Yeah, if you want to be more specific or a bit more wide. Sorry, English is failing. Brain is dying. I don't know what's happening. Maybe it's because I've refaced JM after a while. I haven't seen his videos in a while, so maybe my brain just froze on me. As you can see, I've been watching the videos from time to time. So the last one was about a month ago.
Yeah.
And
I mean, I've watched them as well because I'm curious. Like, has this guy improved at all? And he hasn't.
No, he hasn't. And this video is a good example of it. And he keeps using. I'll take away the audio, just for safety precautions. Again, he starts with the same thing. We're not going to do a full review on this one. This is just a quick thing. He's doing this exactly the same thing. Look. He's doing color correction on this. All right, looks better. That's fine. Then does this. Okay? That wall, the exposure is horrible throughout. And then there's no consistency in the shots. You remember that reddish I was talking about? There's red all over here. There's red all over.
A lot of red going on there.
Look at this. So for someone trying to sell his skills to make commercials and instructional videos, he sucks. I think the only actually good shot is the one with a drone. And even that, exposure is look at that, horrible.
Well, yeah, that right there is overexposed, and that's actually what I find boggling. Both when Shelley Lewis hired him to direct The Plain Truth, and these projects that he's working on now, like this music video for the singer that we're looking at, like did nobody check his resume? Oh, you're a director? What projects have you done? Can I see your work? Can I see what you've done? Like, did no one check to see the garbage that he has put out before hiring him?
I would say no.
It has to be.
It has to be, because no one in their right mind would pay money to get. And the drone operation is just horrible. This one is actually cool. It actually cool. Now.
But then you come here.
Then you come here and you get this. It's just mind-boggling.
So presumably he's taking the charge on how this music video is going to come out and how it's filmed. And we saw a lot of different shots with this project that he's doing where the girl is just staring at him and smiling. Like, that is like stalker vibes.
Yeah.
That doesn't make for a good music video. And I'm not even going to get into the dancers in the background.
No, but you should. You're not getting into the dancers in the background, but you should. Because let's focus on that instead of this. Look at that. How much do you want to bet that he actually he says he's a choreographer. So how much do you want to bet he was the choreographer for that dance?
I'm sorry, I got distracted. Could you please repeat the question?
All right. So this dance, this wonderful dance in the background,
Right.
JM sees himself as a choreographer. We had that conversation in the previous stream that I did.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I showed you that he actually did choreography, apparently. How much do you want to bet that he did that choreography?
Hit play.
Let me just go back a little bit. There we go. Just focus on the back dancers.
Well, considering the fact that they're not in Spartan armor, I'm not sure.
Look.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Especially because we've got 3 people. None of them are in the same position. If you look at this one and this one, again, now you have 5. As choreographies go, unless he intended that, which I doubt, it sucks. Look.
I mean, he could join in with the dance. Yeah, no one's in sync at all. No one's in sync. He could have had the singer join in with the dancing, or even the girl that he's singing to could join in.
Ugly German Truth is saying this dance was invented for the 70-year-old ladies doing their exercises at the residence. Probably.
He's right on. He's right on. Because that's what I'm looking at right now.
Yeah,
that's what I see.
That's what it feels like. And you're right. I actually haven't focused on that before. But in the whole video, this woman is looking at this guy the whole time, doing absolutely nothing
where's
else.
Where's that meme of the psycho girlfriend that's like staring at you?
What's it called? Is it Psycho Girlfriend it's called?
I want to say so. I think so. If you put Psycho Girlfriend meme, I'm sure it's going to come up.
Yeah,
Boom.
That's it. Because she's exactly, look at that. She's doing exactly the same thing the whole bloody time.
I can tell you right now, if my girlfriend did that, I would like move back away from her and be like, "What is wrong with you?"
Yeah, definitely. And we've talked about this in the previous stream or on the other channel. But this is his son. For anyone who doesn't know, this is one of his offsprings.
Yeah.
And let's just watch. Well, at the end of the day, it's not bad because they're rehearsing.
Yeah, they're just rehearsing.
Yeah.
I don't know what this is for because, I haven't seen anything released by JM that involved, someone getting disarmed.
And there's this, I think it's probably to do with this martial arts studio.
Yeah, that's the martial arts school out by him that he joined.
Yeah. And now he's probably added that as an expert in martial arts.
Yeah.
He's
I would hope he doesn't claim to be an expert, but that is
oh, come on,
recall from Zodiac's.
It's JM.
Well,
of course, he's going to claim it.
That's all I'm saying. He hasn't said it yet.
Yet.
But in Zodiac's first music video with him, remember that song "Easy"?
Mm-hmm.
It was at this studio that they were filming that footage of him like doing takedowns and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, you're right. That could have been it because he doesn't shy in using footage that he recorded of even if he doesn't talk with people anymore. Especially he doesn't talk with Zodiac. So in the chat, I don't know if people know, he got into bad blood with Zodiac over something happening there.
I just switched out earpods. I should have muted. My apologies.
All right, that was a bit harsh.
I didn't know that was going to make a sound. I apologize.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Someone's saying, I would not be surprised if that kid came out of a test tube. Let's not go there.
He's probably not vaccinated, I can tell you that much.
Yeah, or it is, and his father just says it isn't. Oh yes, sorry. I was just talking about Zodiac, and I got sidetracked. Yeah, he got into a massive feud with well, not massive feud, but he got angry at Zodiac because in Zodiac's website, I don't know if I can find it. Can I find it? I think that's it.
Subject your wonderful viewers to this atrocity. Ask yourself that question.
No, it's not this one. Oh, it is. So, I is it not showing anything anymore? Or is it still loading?
Changed.
No,
I think he changed it.
No, I think there was something going on with this page before. The page. This doesn't make any sense. I think I thought he changed it, but then it just fixed itself. There's a scroll bar there, so there's something else going on, but I'm not sure.
I see a black X on the right. I don't know if that has anything to do with it.
Black. Oh, yeah, you're right. That's good. Thank you. And now it's like that. So maybe GM just went in and just blew the whole thing up.
I guess so.
Let me try open this on a different browser and see if it comes up right or not. So basically, JM and Zodiac got into a feud because at the bottom of the page, it used to say that Zodiac created the page and not JM. And because JM said he created the page, and I believe him, yeah, the page is completely crap now. It's completely knackered.
Crap of war. I just gotta say in the chat, Tusk, I'm gutted to see that JM has taken down his pro-Trump video where he was dressed as a chubby, balding 18th century middle-aged Rastafarian patriot gang member.
Yeah,
brilliant, sir.
Yeah, that's brilliant, honestly. Yeah, the Zodiac with the skull for the O. It's that's Justin Frank saying that it's like something a 12-year-old would make. Yeah, and you're right. Yeah, you're right. But the page doesn't look like it used to do. Actually, with less, it looks better right now, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It looks a lot better than it used to. But yeah, he got into this feud. It's not the first time he does that. And yeah, it's just crap.
Something else you wanted to attack of his?
Sorry?
Did you have something else of his that you wanted to attack?
Oh no, it's, basically was that new video. I think the Patriot one. He's talking the shirt with the director one. Oh, have you seen this one?
The behind the scenes was such a waste of time. I think the full pro-Trump video might have been on his Joshua Gennari page.
Oh, the Facebook page. Yeah, it'll probably be
no. I mean, his Joshua Gennari, his YouTube channel, his other channel.
Joshua Gennari page. Which one of the two?
Check them both. Probably the one with less subscribers.
Yeah, this one only has the plain truth.
So probably the other channel then.
No, if it was here, it's gone now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's completely gone.
I wonder why.
I wonder why. Because Trump didn't win.
Fair point.
Yeah. Now this is is this the debate you were talking about with Reds? Yeah, probably.
That yes. Well, that was the one where JM laid the steaming nugget of, do you realize a nuclear explosion is nothing more than condensed frequency?
Oh God, no, I didn't see that one. Unfortunately,
Oh, dude, you missed out.
Yeah, I did. but sometimes work is unforgivable, unfortunately. All right.
He actually said nuclear explosions were maybe you haven't heard this yet. Did you know that according to JM, light is a sound?
Oh, I know where he's getting that from. No, I hadn't heard that one, but I know where he's getting that from. There is a weird effect that creates visible light from sound.
Yeah, since they actually talked about that.
I can't remember if I can spell. Yeah, it's something to do with this.
Sonoluminescence, I'm pretty sure is what it's called.
Yeah, and I'll try to the amusement of everyone. Oh no, I can copy and paste. Someone actually.
Hey, Warp just typed it up.
I was going to do it, but it would be fun for me to try. Yeah, it's a phenomenon that occurs when a small gas bubble is acoustically suspended and periodically driven in a liquid solution at ultrasonic frequencies. Yeah, but that's what they do, isn't it? They take out a small bit, and then, sound is light and sound, and that's it. Because they don't get the whole thing, they just get a little bit, and that's what they do.
They're completely separate entities.
Yeah, but again, from the amount of sound they make when they talk about these things, you would think that in the amount of noise they do, you would think that actually they'd be glowing, wouldn't you?
Oh God!
It's a dad joke, I know.
Do you? But play the Family Feud X, please.
I don't know where it is. There we go. I had that one, but people hated it. So
did they?
Yeah, I used it on a couple of videos, but people didn't like it, so I took it away. Now, last topic, and then I think we've been on this for far too long already, but completely unrelated to Flat Earth or any conspiracy theories. Wait a minute. I think I've got a request for the blah, 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 so...
Blah, 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 blah.
There you go. What do you think about the Johnny Depp thing happening to him?
I'm going to be completely honest with you. I have not been following the story.
So basically, he was kicked out of the Fantastic Beasts, and he got the full pay because he actually filmed one full scene, so he got the full pay for the whole video. But regardless of the money thing. So he was abused by his wife. He was beaten by his wife. I think she actually cut one of his fingers off, and it was reattached.
Finger?
Yeah, it was reattached, as far as I can tell. But I have to confirm that information. Actually.
Yeah, I'm googling that while you talk.
Johnny Depp finger.
Johnny Depp accuses Amber Heard of severing fingertip. What the hell?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I didn't know it was that bad.
Yeah. There's actually pictures of it. You see the finger?
Whoa. Whoa.
So he's a male victim of spousal abuse, basically, domestic violence, and God knows why in the London court he tried. I can't recall the actual. Someone please in the chat help me if you guys know what was going on about the. He was suing, I think, a newspaper for calling him white beater, and he actually lost for whatever reason, and he's been dropped left and right from the Fantastic Beasts. Disney doesn't want anything to do with him. And so basically, because this is what people are saying, because he's a man, and although he was victim of violence, it kind of doesn't count because he's a man.
Yeah, I don't agree with that.
I don't agree with that either. But there's been a massive support from the fans towards him. There are actually some petitions online to get him reinstated onto Fantastic Beasts. There are some petitions to get his wife fired from the next is it Aquaman movie? I think it's Aquaman movie.
Aquaman.
Yeah. This has been horrible. I've been trying to follow up, but it's always a bit difficult. There's so many things I do, and sometimes I just need some rest. But yeah, I've been completely flabbergasted with the reaction of everything. Why he won the libel on the abuse, so he proved he was not a wife beater. There's actual audio of her threatening him and saying that she hit him, and she still has a job. He got kicked off Fantastic Beasts. Disney dropped him from the Pirates. There was a slight chance when he won that he'd go back to the Pirates of the Caribbean, but apparently not. And I think only Dior is sticking up with him. He's the face for Dior, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, Johnny Depp fans and supporters praised Dior for standing by the actor. Of course, there's always inappropriate Dior advert featuring Johnny Depp sparked complaints. There's always, two sides to each story.
You would think when you've got pictures of his severed fingertip that's pretty conclusive evidence that he's the victim here.
There's actually audio of it as well. Well, not her chopping off the finger, but or the tip of the finger, but she admitting that she hit him. So, yeah, it just baffles me. If you put all of this together, it's just, I don't know. Is this an effect of 2020, or is just the world going nuts?
Is there a difference?
Sorry, the audio was a bit bad at the beginning.
So you said, is this an effect of 2020, or is the world going nuts? And I said, is there a difference?
There should be. Honestly, there should be. But
It's gone crazy.
yeah, it's the world gone completely nuts on all of this. Look, he's got money and everything, but he's still a human being. And like when women are abused, I don't like that either. No person should be abused in their relationship. But it seems that the society just brushes it off because it's a man. The victim in this case, it's a man. And she still got a job. She still has a job.
The trend in Hollywood seems to be like whoever is the aggressor tends to be the one that gets protected and still has a job, and it's always the abuse victim, even in this case if it's a man, and a more famous out of the two. Mm-hmm. Like Johnny Depp is more well known than Amber Heard.
Yes, and Gary Donnelly is saying that the cartoons Animaniacs are supposed to show a Johnny Depp poster calling him a wife beater. It's not supposed. Animaniacs actually attacked Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp joke. So there's the scissors on his hand, and it's disgusting, to be honest. The Warner. I usually don't agree with boycott this, boycott that, but
that's below the belt.
This is way below the belt, mate. This is way below the belt. These companies should should be hurt for this. Honestly, I would like to see the next Fantastic Beasts and continue to see the story as it develops, but not at an expense of a human being who's done nothing wrong, as far as I can tell, and I've never seen anything against that or to prove contrary. He seems to be a kind person. I saw a couple of videos of him dressing up as Jack Sparrow and going to hospitals to visit the kids, and the kids all excited, just speaking to Jack Sparrow, and what's not. And he seems to be a kind person, and this is just nuts. This is happening in our day and age. I'm not outraged just because he's a man. I'm outraged because everyone is attacking him when there's evidence everywhere that he didn't do it, and he's being demonized.
Thing is that with everything that's gone on the past, not just 2020, but just the past several years in general, I'm so desensitized to essentially bad news that this isn't even, like, I find this disturbing. I didn't know it was this bad as far as the abuse he was getting. But at the same time, I'm like, I don't even know what to say about it. Yeah.
It's I wanted to end the stream with this kind of question, just to see what the chat would say and what you would say, you being an American and all, and it's closer to you than it's to me. But I've always liked Johnny in his acting roles. Of course, I don't know him personally or anything, but from what I can see, he seems to be a nice person, unlike others.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard a bad word about Johnny Depp. I mean, personally, like, granted, it's happening over in America, but I normally don't follow celebrity news like this, just because it doesn't, affect my life at all. I didn't know the abuse was this bad. He got his friggin' finger severed. That's messed up. And I mean, for me personally, I wouldn't consider myself a feminist, but I do, like, I do jujitsu, and I train with some women, and I train with some badass women that can absolutely, beat the crap out of plenty of guys. So the whole, oh, you're a man, you should be able to take care of it, that doesn't fly with me.
Yeah.
Because I know some women that will choke you dead.
They'll chew you up and spit you out.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Like I said, I think we've been going for long enough. Unless you have anything else to add. Your sound is coming in a bit odd. It's like at the bottom of a barrel. And yeah, I didn't understand that, mate.
The earth is flat.
Oh, the earth is flat. Let's see. We've still got a lot of people on chat. To be honest, let's see. Okay. So some people are already saying goodbye. So I think we should end it here. I don't think it was a bad stream. It was a bit convoluted and direction that it took, but I didn't think...
You did warm everybody. It's the RoD ramblings of 2020. So.
Yeah, and I didn't want to go into the politics a lot. Just dip that little toe, and I didn't want to talk about coronavirus because I'm honestly fed up with all of that. So that's completely aside. We've been live for 2 hours now, so I think that's more than enough.
Absolutely.
You want to say your goodbyes?
Well, folks, thanks for tuning in. I got to say that I was keeping an eye on the amount of people, the live viewers, and it stayed pretty consistent and was steadily climbing throughout this whole stream. So I think overall we did a pretty good job. Guys, thanks for tuning in. I am Swing the Hammer. I don't have a YouTube channel because I'm a nobody. But if you want to follow me on Twitter, it's at SwingTheHammer2, the number 2. That's all I got to say. Ryder, thank you for having me on.
Anytime, mate. I'm always glad to talk to you. This is our second stream, And if it weren't for you, I probably would have, put my foot in my mouth a couple of more times than I did. So you're
here to help.
You're a wonderful guest. Well, it's not even a guest; you're a co-host in this case.
Well, thank you.
So I couldn't have done it without you. Thank you, everyone, for coming to spend 2 hours with us talking about crap and talking crap about JM and other things. Follow me on Twitter as well. You'll find me as Rider of Dinosaur. Unfortunately, Twitter doesn't accept the extra letter, which is the S at the end. Please do follow Swing the Hammer and pop by the Discord. I'll be more than glad to talk to anyone who wants to talk with me. All right?
All
right, mate.
bud.
Swing the Hammer directly to you. Thank you very much. I hope we can do this again. I'm planning on starting doing more live streams. I will keep doing videos, but live streams are fun. But I need to get some things in order, topics and proper topics and things like that, so we don't run out of conversation. If JM comes up with another video, then we'll have something to talk about, definitely.
Always.
All right. Okay, thank you, everyone.
All right.
See you all next time. Bye.
Have a good night.